The holidays. Time for family, friends, and office bake-offs. Cruel carb contests designed by people who do things to humiliate those of us who don't. I mean, who are they to praise Laura's hand-braided cinnamon rolls with zested orange glaze and yet mock my 10-pack of Timbits? Monsters. But I'll show them. In the spirit of the season, I'll get my revenge. And in 12 months, their holiday cheer will turn to ashes in their mouths as they bite into my ultimate chocolate chip cookie. But there's one little hitch, though. Should I mention that I hate baking? Is that important? Also, I don't know the difference between parchment paper and wax paper. And before you say, but Matt, how will you know the cookie you make will be the ultimate chocolate chip cookie? Because this man will judge them. Honest to God cookie baron, Craig Pike. Less than a decade ago, Craig was an actor and musician between gigs struggling to pay his phone bill. So what'd he do? He got on Instagram and Facebook to sell cookies his mom taught him how to make way back in Newfoundland, baking 12 at a time in his little apartment oven. And he peddled his cookies so well, it led Craig to opening his own shop, then another, and another, and another, all the way to franchising opportunities coming soon to a cookie-loving town near you. And it makes sense. The cookies are ridiculously good. Not to mention creative, inclusive, and all vibes. An empire built on butter, sugar, and goodwill. But for my revenge cookie, I won't be stuffing Mars bars or pecan pie into them. Just chocolate chips, because A, that's what Craig started with, and B, chocolate is the OG. Don't come for me in the comments. Now to pull this off, I need a ringer, an expert who can taste Craig's cookies and help me reverse engineer their magic. Enter Chef Steph, an instructor at George Brown College and a professional recipe tester. She's tested the recipes of top chefs around the world for companies like Food 52 and the James Beard Foundation.
Absolutely how you need to do a chocolate chip cookie.
I'm actually a terrible baker. Baking intimidates me because seems to be a lot of things going on with it.
Baking is really more of a mad science that you want to put on your fun experimenting hat.
So that's exactly what we did. We played around with flour types and sugar ratios until we came up with a few doughs worthy enough to pop into an oven. But first, Chef Steph's pro tips. Use room temperature butter because it's softer and you gotta cream that jazz together with your sugar until it's smooth. Salt. Not only is it the yin to your sugar's yang, salt helps you taste all the ingredients better and it has a strengthening effect on gluten, meaning salt helps the dough to hold the water and gas better, allowing the dough to expand without tearing. Speaking of gluten, make sure you don't overmix.
These smell beautiful, don't mix anymore. The proteins in flour, once you start to mix them with your wet ingredients, that starts to develop gluten in the dough. And what gluten actually is a web of proteins that are all linked together and become very elastic and strong the more you mix the dough, which we want our cookies to be chewy, but we don't want them to be like hockey pucks.
Definitely not. Remember, only a bit of baking soda.
It's just to make them rise up a little bit.
Baking soda and any kind of acid will react together and make carbon dioxide gas. In this case, there's a bit of acid in the brown sugar, and this reaction, this creation of gas, causes the dough to puff up and rise. Add too much though, and all that excess unreacted baking soda will make your cookies taste metallic and terrible. And finally, use an ice cream scoop with a release on it to make sure you get the same size cookie every time. To keep our cookies experiment consistent, we baked all 3 of our test doughs at 350 degrees Fahrenheit for about 10 minutes. Be careful, Chef Steph literally just burned herself on a hot cookie tray. Batch number 1 had equal parts brown and white sugar. Batch number 2 used cake flour instead of all-purpose flour, and batch number 3 had more brown sugar than white sugar. I carefully tested them all to determine the winner. I thought it was gonna be number 3, but I actually think it's number 1 for me. It's giving me the quintessential cookie experience that I'm after. Next time I do this, you won't be here by my side. Do you think I can do it?
I think you can absolutely do it. You're gonna be gorgeous.
And now to test my wax-enhanced cookies on the unsuspecting subjects of my revenge. Just the perfect chocolate chip cookie.
Oh yeah. It's really good.
I'll give you a 10, Matt.
Delicious. This is amazing.
It's really good.
Okay.
That was really, really good. Can we go with 11?
That's a 7.5 cookie. And that's like I would say that's really high. Like, it's almost an 8.
So for you, what is a 10? What is the ultimate?
Can I be
chocolate
honest with
cookie?
you?
Yeah.
I've never had a 10. And I believe it's out there, but I've never had it.
So basically, overall, what I'm hearing is that my first ever batch of chocolate chip cookies is perfect. Thank you.
Okay, who's next?
Greg.
I am nervous that he actually won't give this the seal of approval.
Come this way, come this way. Awesome, so here's the front of the house. The base is the chocolate chip, and then we have all the different flavors that we add to chocolate chip cookie. You get to try each and every one of these. It's like 20 cookies.
I can't wait. This is where the secret recipe lives,
Yes.
and no one's allowed to go back there.
No.
There's no way I'm getting my hands on the Craig's cookie recipe. These are my first attempt. Would you like to try?
I would love to try one of them. They look pretty great. Great presentation, great packaging. I love that there's a little window here.
Thank
You can see
you.
inside. It's all about branding. Awesome. All they look good. They smell good. They look like a chocolate chip cookie. That's a good cookie. This is a very good cookie. The texture is great. There's a bit of crumb. I really like there's a bit of salt in it. Might have a bit of salt in it as well because it makes you want to go back for another bite. Like that or now. Oh, go. You absolutely crushed it.
Thank you.
It's really good.
And I crushed it so hard, the Cookie King even came back for seconds.
Am I a baker now? I think I am.
After a year of plotting, a year of sugar and flour and apartment fires, I finally reached the final chapter of my cookie revenge tale. The part where people eat my delicious cookies and, enjoy them. Man, I think I suck at revenge.